Jai Hind everyone. So we are going to discuss the solution of question number 3 of chapter 6 of class as a basis of all computation. Okay, so here we go. So our question is, we have to define a class employee which will have PAN, name, tax income and tax as data members. PAN will store the personal account number. Name will store the name. Tax income will store the annual taxable income of that person, and tax will store the tax which is calculated. Okay, and our class employee will have three member methods. Okay, first one is input, second one is cal, third one is display. The input method will do what? It will ask the user its PAN number, name and taxable income and store it in the variable that we have described above. Okay, and then cal method, what it will do, it will calculate tax on taxable income. Okay, so it will just do the calculation, not display it. And then display method will display the things that we have calculated. And how it will display, they have given something. See, the tax will be calculated on the basis of this table. Say if your income is up to 2,50,000, you will have to give no tax. Okay, if your income is from 2,50,001 to 5 lakh, then you have to give 10% of the income which is exceeding 2,50,000. If your income is between 5 lakh 1 to 10 lakh rupees, you have to give an tax of 30,000 plus 20% of the income which is exceeding 5 lakh. And if your income is above 10 lakhs, then you have to give 50,000 plus 30% of the income exceeding 10 lakh. Okay, and after the calculation is done, you have to output it like this. See, PAN number will be written here, and below it the PAN number of the user will be displayed. Name will be written here, and below it the name of the user will be displayed. Tax income, and below it the taxable annual income will be displayed. And tax, and below it the tax which the user will have to pay should be displayed. Okay. So I think you have understood the question. Now let's try how this program is going to work. So first let's define our test cases. Okay, so suppose if I write the case 1, so case 1 might be what? Your income is say 2,30,000. Okay, so your income is 2,30,000. Then according to that table, how much tax you have to give? You have to give no tax. Okay, so calculated tax then will be 0. So if this is your income, then your tax will be 0. But if if I write case number 2, okay, so let me erase this. Okay, and this also. So if your income is say 2,80,000, okay, so what will you have to do? So you will have to now pay tax according to that chart. Okay, so you will have to pay tax of 10% on the income exceeding 2,50,000. So what you have to do? You have to first subtract 2,50,000 from it, which will give you 30,000. And on 30,000 you will have to give 10% tax. So 100 will cut this and you will get 3,000. So your tax will then amount to 3,000. Okay, so now let's try case number 3. Case number 3 is when your income is above 5 lakhs. Okay, so say your income is 6 lakhs. Okay, so say your income is 6 lakh annually. Okay, so if your income is 6 lakh annually, then what they are going to do? See, you have to pay 30,000 tax plus 20% of the income exceeding 5 lakh. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to subtract 5 lakh from this 6 lakh, which will amount to 1 lakh. Okay, and in this 1 lakh excuse me, in this 1 lakh you have to give 20% of that 1 lakh. Okay, so we'll calculate 20 by 100. So this 100 nullifies this, and then you will get what, 20,000 then. Okay, so you will have to give 20,000 plus see what, 30,000. so you will have to give 20,000 plus 30,000, which is what, which is 50,000. So you will have to give 50,000 of your income to the government. Okay, now let's do case number 4, where your income is above 10 lakh. So say, suppose your income is 12 lakh. Okay, so what you will have to do, say I write case number 4 is my income is say 12 lakhs, that is above 10 lakhs. Okay, so what I'll have to do, I'll have to calculate is as 50,000. So I'll write 50,000 plus 30% of the income exceeding 10 lakhs. Okay, so what you will do, you will subtract 10 lakh from this annual income of yours, which will give you 2 lakhs. Okay, 2 lakhs, and then you will calculate 30% of it. So you will write here 30 by 100. Okay, so if you cut it, you will get 3 to the 6, which will give you 60,000, and 50,000 plus 60,000 will give you 1,10,000. Okay, so we have described the test cases which we will test when we will complete our program. So these 4 scenarios may occur. Okay, so depending on that, you have to write then if else cases depending on the table that they have given us. Okay, so using this table you have to write if else cases, and all the other details are given there only. So let's try it. So I have written the program already, I'll show you. So we have to do what, employee class. So here it is. So public class employee, the header of the class, and then I have started the body using this semicolon. Okay, so int pan, string name, and double tax income and tax. Where from I get this information? From our question. Okay, so see, int pan, I described it, I gave a semicolon after that. String name, I gave a semicolon after that. And since these two are double only, so I describe them in one line only. I define them in one line only. So it will become double tax income and tax. Okay, after that we have we will define our methods. Okay, so first method was input method. Okay, let me see if I have done it correct. Yes, input method, return type is void, and it will take nothing, but it will accept data from the user. So how will it accept? It will accept using scanner class. So what I have done is, okay, so I have wrote 3 values here. So I tried function argument. I'll correct it. Okay, so I'll remove it, and what I'll do is I'll quickly write scanner say in equals to new scanner, and then I'll give here system.in, and then this. Okay, and how I'll accept in this pan, what I will so see, this is so I'll write here in dot pan is int only, so I'll write here next int and give a semicolon. Okay, so if I compile it, I'll get one error that this scanner class is unknown. I'll import, so you will see there is an import statement here, and then these errors are there, you know why. So name is of type string, so I'll write here only in dot. To take a string, what we do, we use the method next line. Okay, so this is done, and then we have this tax income. Okay, so we will take tax income using say anything. I'll write in dot next double. Okay, so this way we take the input. Okay, so this is giving one error. I know where it will give, so for the sake I'll comment it for now. Okay, in fact I'll not comment it. 3 arguments are passed here. I'll remove this argument because now our input method will take from a scanner class. It will not take from function arguments. Okay, so this is it. So what I did was I take values from user and then I assign it in the data members that I defined. After that there is a cal method. What it will do, cal means calculate. It will calculate your tax depending on what you have given your input as. Okay, so see, according to that chart here, okay, according to this chart here, if your income is up to 2,50,000, means it is less than or equals to 2,50,000, then you will have to pay no tax. So what I have done, I have written tax income. Here I'll have to give an equals to. Okay, so if your tax income is less than equals to 2,50,000, then your tax will be 0. Okay, after that here I'll have to put 1. So if your tax income is greater than 2,50,001, see here, greater than equals to this and less than equals to this. So I have described it in 2 lines because you can't do it in 1 line only. So one condition, and this is logical AND operator, and then this is another logic. So if both of them satisfy, I'll give one equals here. If both of them satisfy, then you will calculate tax like this. What you will do, you will subtract 2,50,000 from your tax income like we did here. See what we did, 2,80,000 was your income. We subtracted 2,50,000 from it, so it became 30,000. So that we wrote here, and you will have to multiply into 10 by 100. Okay, so since we are assigning it to a double, so we will write here 10.0 and 100.0, so you can minimize the losses. Okay, next bracket ekdam almost similar. See, if your income lies in the bracket of 5 lakh 1 and 10 lakh rupees, then you will have to pay what, 30,000 plus 20% of the income exceeding 5 lakh. Okay, so see what we have done. We have described the bracket just as the above. Here 50,000, 5 lakh only. I'll write here 5 lakh 1, and here I'll give one equals to sign. So this that talks equals to 30,000 plus tax income minus 5 lakh, because you will calculate tax on your income exceeding 5 lakh. So tax income minus 50,000, 5 lakh, and then you will multiply 20% of that income. Okay, after that you will add it and assign it to tax. If your tax income is greater than equals to, what I'll write here is 1. Okay, so it is greater than or equal to 10 lakh 1 rupee, then your tax will be 50,000 plus income exceeding 10 lakh into 30%. Okay, so this you have to do in the cal method. After that your cal method is done. Okay, so your cal method is nothing but a bunch of if statements, because they have given you a chart explaining how the tax structure will be. Okay, after that we will define our display. Okay, in the display you see here that they have written PAN number, and after that there is a group of white spaces. Okay, it is minimum 4 white spaces. Okay, not 1 white space. So how do we give 4 white spaces? We will use tab. Okay, so you will see in the code I have used tab. So I have written PAN number, after then I have given tab. Okay, tab is the button below escape on your keyboard. Okay, and this is escape sequence. You must have read in second chapter. Okay, so what it will do, it will print PAN number, then it will press tab button, which will give 4 spaces. Okay, 4 spaces is like this, say 1 2 3 4, it will give you 4 spaces. So only writing this \t will give you 4 white spaces, then name, then 4 white spaces, then tax income, then 4 white spaces, and then tax. Okay, just like they have shown in the question. Okay, you will also write it like that only. After that we will print what we have stored in our data members. So in the pan variable, we have stored the pan number of the user. We will print pan, then this \t, which is a tab, 4 white spaces. Okay, so it will print your pan number and then 4 white spaces. After that, what you have stored in your name data member, it will print that, then 4 spaces. After that, what you have stored in your taxable income, tax income, it will print that. And then what you have calculated tax in the cal method, it will display that. Okay, so our design of the code is done. Now we will run it. How will run it? We will run it using a public static void main method. First of all, we will create one object of our class. So our class name is employee. I'll write employee, then our object name, I have taken Ram here. Okay, so employee Ram equals to new. Okay, new employee, this is the constructor. This is the way how you create a new object. Okay, after creating the object, you will call the methods that you have defined one by one. First of all, you will accept value from the user. You will call ram.input. Input is the method that you have written here. See, this method, this input method will do what? It will tell user to input. And see, we have not given prompt here. I'll give quickly prompts. So I'll write system.out.println and I'll give here I'll just say enter pan. Okay, so the user will know that they have to enter the pan, and I'll copy this statement and give it twice. So I'll write here enter name, and then what you have to enter. So I'll write enter taxable annual income. Okay, so user will get 3 prompts and will enter accordingly. After that, we will call or invoke our cal method, which will calculate the tax depending on what data user have given. After that, we will call display method, which will display the data that the user have entered and the calculation of tax that the program has done. Okay, let's try to run this code. Okay, so I'll go in here, employee class. I'll do okay here. It is saying enter pan. I will enter pan. Say I will enter A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is my pan number. See, this is saying input mismatch exception. Why is that? So let's see. Pan is what? Pan is integer. Enter. I'll say okay. And then I'll write ICSE classes as the name. Enter pan. Okay, so pan number of, I should have figured out. Pan number is of type integer, so I'll have to enter integer only. So I'll enter and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it is asking for taxable income. So let's try first case, 2,30,000. So 30,000. Okay, so I enter this and they have printed what they are supposed to print. Pan number, they have printed it below only. Name, ICSE classes, then tax income 2,30,000, and tax they have to pay 0. So first test it is passing. Okay, let's try our second test case. So I'll give one income which is more than 3 lakhs. Okay, so we have already done the calculation. I'll give 2,80,000, and what's our taxable income then should be 3,000. Okay, so I'll just go and run it again. I'll give here name as anything, so ICSE, pan as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then taxable income will be 2,80,000, which is more than 2,50,000, and then tax is what? 3,000. So it is working as supposed. Next, what we will do is we will input one income which is more than 5 lakhs to check the third condition. So I'll enter my name. Okay, then I'll enter my pan number. Say my pan number is 987654, and I'll enter my taxable income, which is say 6 lakhs. Okay, so 60030, so it's 6 lakh, and our tax is then what? 50,000. Let's see if it was 50,000 or not. Yes, it was 50,000. Okay, next try. Let's run it again. I'll try main, I'll press OK. So it is asking for name. I'll give my name. Okay, ICSE classes. After that I'll give my PAN number, anything, 4567889. After that I'll give my taxable income. Now this time let's give some income which is more than 10 lakhs, which is 12 lakh, which we calculated. Okay, so 1200 after 30. So it is showing 1,10,000 as the tax. As calculated, 1,10,000 was only there. See, 1,10,000. So our program is working as expected. Hope you understood it. If you have any doubt or a better approach to solve this problem, do comment down below. And thank you so much.